Assalamualaikum friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Irfan Hussain Official. Today in this video we will discuss about the history of United Kingdom, which is called UK. First of all, the history of the United Kingdom began in the early 18th century with the Treaty of the Union and Acts of the Union. The core of the United Kingdom as a unified state came into being in 1707 with the political union of the Kingdom of England and Scotland into a new unitary state called Great Britain. Of this new state of Great Britain, the historian Simon Sekama said, a published version of the Article Union Agreement that led the creation of the Kingdom of Great Britain in 1707 may Articles of Union agreed on the 20th day of the July in the fifth year of the reign of her most excellent Majelle, Queen Anne, by the commissioners nominated on the behalf of the Kingdom of England. The province of Act made in England and Commissioners nominee and Act made in England Commissioner nominated on the behalf of the United Kingdom Scotland under her Majesty's Great Seal of Scotland pursuant to an Act made in Scotland. The Act made in Parliament of Scotland entitled Act ratifying and approving the Treaty of the Union of the two Kingdoms of Scotland and England, and also the minutes of the proceeding of the commissioners of both kingdoms delivered into the home and of peers and her Majesty's command. What began as a hostile merger would end in full partnership in the most powerful going concern in the world. It was on the most astonishing transformation in European history. The Act of the Union 1800 added the Kingdom of the Ireland to create the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The first decades were marked at Jacobite rising, which ended with the defeat for the Stuart cause at the Battle of the Culloden in 1746. In 1763, victory in the Seven Years' War led to the growth of the first British Empire. The defeat by the United States, France, and Spain in the War of the American Independence, Great Britain lost its 13 American colonies and rebuilt a second British Empire based in Asia and Africa. As a result, British culture and its technology, political, constitutional, and linguistic influence became worldwide political. The central event was French Revolution and its Napoleonic aftermath from 1793 to 1815, which British allies saw as a profound threat and worked energetically to form multiple coalitions that finally defeated Napoleon in 1815. The Tories, who came to power in 1783, remained in power with a short interruption until 1830. Force of reform, often emanating from the evangelical religious elements, opened decades of political reform. The both entered the ballot and opened the economy to free trade. The outstanding political leaders of the 19th century includes Palmerston, Disraeli, Gladstone, and Salisbury. Culturally, the Victorian era was a time of prosperity and dominant middle class virtue, when Britain dominated the world economy and maintained a generally peaceful century from 1815 to 1914. The First World War 1914 to 1918, with Britain in alliance with France, Russia, and the United States, was a furious but ultimately successful total war with Germany. The resulting League of Nations was a favorite project in interwar Britain. However, while the empire remained strong, as did the London financial markets, the British industrial base began to slip behind Germany and especially the United States. Sentiments for peace were so strong that the nation supported appeasement of Hitler's Germany in the late 1930s until the Nazi invasion of Poland in 1939 started the Second World War. In the Second World War, the Soviet Union of the US joined the UK as the main allied powers. Britain was no longer a military or economic superpower as seen in the Suez Crisis of 1957. Britain no longer had the wealth of maintain the empire, so it granted independence to almost all its possessions. The new states typically joined the Commonwealth of Nations. The post-war years saw great hardships, alleviated somewhat by a large-scale financial aid from the United States and some from Canada. Prosperity returned in the 1950s. Meanwhile, from 1945 to 1950, the Labour Party built a welfare state, nationalized many industries, and created the National Health Services. The UK took a strong stand against communist expansion after 1945, playing a major role in the Cold War and the formation of the NATO as anti-Soviet military alliance with the West Germany. France, the United States, Canada, and smaller countries, NATO remains a powerful military coalition. The UK has been leading member of the United Nations since its founding, as well as numerous after international organizations in the 1990s. Neoliberalism led the privatization of nationalized industries and significant deregulation of business affairs. London's status as a world financial hub grew continuously since the 1990s. Large-scale devolution movements in the North Ireland, Scotland, and Wales have decentralized political decision making. Britain has moved back and forth on its economic relationship with the Western Europe. It joined the Europe Economic Community in 1973, thereby weakening economic ties with its Commonwealth. However, the biggest referendum 2016 committed the UK to leave the European Union, which it did in 2020. In 1922, 2 and 26 counties of Ireland succeeded to become the Irish Free State. A day later, Northern Ireland seceded from the Free State and returned to United Kingdom. In 1927, the United Kingdom changed its formal title to United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern, usually shortened to Britain, and after 1945 to United Kingdom or UK. Okay, thank you so much. See you in next video. Take care, and I request to everyone subscribe my YouTube channel and like my video.